So welcome back to another video. We're back, baby, we're back. So today we're literally going to be talking about two patterns that made me profitable with the sense that I was able to like turn hundreds to thousands, be profitable, like seeing profits all the time. So like these two patterns, they're very simple patterns, but it's just like a lot of people know them but they can't apply them. So be the person that actually understands this pattern and know how to apply them so that you can also be profitable. Without any further ado, please like, comment, subscribe, because the grind is not fun to stop. Like I said, if you don't know me, you know me, man. Let's get it. So before we get to the video, before we get to the actual board, to explain all this stuff, so I want us to have a conversation, like I want us to like relate some of the stuff. So the thing that I want us to talk about is like where should your mindset be when you enter a trade, and where should your mindset be after taking a trade? Like we have this mindset of like higher results with less effort. Like you gotta work your mind, like you gotta work your mind. And a lot of people are emotional when they take trades. A trader is someone who takes risk just because of their ability to see something is right. So you trusting your trades, you knowing where to close and therefore close is the biggest thing that you can do. Following certain principles, they can literally make you go further to be profitable. It's not only those patterns that you just see and feel like you understand and be able to be profitable. It all starts in the mind. It all starts with the physical world. What do you do? Are you disciplined enough? At some point you have to be disciplined enough. You have to like understand that, okay, this is like a business, like it's not gambling. Read a lot of knowledge and get your mindset right and follow discipline. Without any further ado, let's get back to the chits. Yes, sir, welcome back to another video. Like we said, like I promised you guys, two patterns that are gonna make you profitable, that actually help me to actually have a lump sum to actually be able to fund my account forever. So these two patterns, they are named by uptrend and a downtrend. I know you know them, but the whole thing is, do you understand them very well? Because that's the most important thing. Because if you can't apply them, even if you know them, you won't be able to use them correctly. So today you've come to the right video. So I'm going to be showing you how to use them effectively and how I was actually able to use them for the past few months to actually make profits, from every index or even every currency. So first thing first, I'm going to show you the two directions that the market has, in an uptrend or in a downtrend. So first thing first, we're going to have an uptrend as U and the downtrend as D. So the whole point is that in an uptrend, remember we're going up, right? So as we go up, we actually make what? Higher highs and higher lows. I'm sure you all know that. So when we go down, we're making what? Lower lows and lower highs. So the whole point is that where do you take entries on those higher highs and higher lows, or on the uptrend or a downtrend? Because that's the most important thing. That's what a lot of people fail to understand. Because if you don't understand where to take trades on those channels or trends, you don't know what you're trading. So the whole point is actually knowing where to take trades, because there are golden hidden secrets in those trends. So the whole point is that, check out this. As we move, remember one thing: the market only has two directions. It's a buy and a sell. And the whole point is that all those things, they happen, like both of them happen in two trends. For example, if you have an uptrend, right, you have what? An impulse movement and a correction, and an impulse movement and a correction as we go. So the whole point is that which one is the longest? For example, I'll show you something. On an uptrend, we have the impulse movement. I don't know if you saw that. We have this impulse movement as the longest to this high, right? As we make this high, then we actually correct ourselves and we break it and come and retest at the same previous high, which is this one, and come and retest it as we go upwards. So the whole point is that which one is the longest? Do you understand what I mean? We have the longest part and the shortest part, like this. We have the longest and the shortest. So due to those two trends, we always have what? Two directions, remember. we have what an impulse movement and a correction. The correction is always the shortest. The impulse movement is always the longest. So it only depends on those two trends. What I'm saying is that on an uptrend we have what the longest as an impulse movement, right? And the shortest as what as the correction or the retracement. So, and the longest as what as the impulse movement. Remember, on an uptrend we have an impulse movement as the longest and the shortest as what as the retracement. On an downtrend we have the longest as what as a sell, right? Remember, the longest as a sell, the highest as a what as a buy. You get it? So the whole point is you knowing which one is the longest, because the whole point with the longest part is it's an impulse movement. It's that thing that you guys see on a fundamental event. That fundamental event that you see when it drops, it's an impulse movement. That's what we lacked. It means that we were correcting after. So the whole point is you knowing if we are on a correcting mode or we're in an impulse movement. That will help you. That will help you understand that am I supposed to wait for an impulse movement, or am I supposed to wait for what? For correction to happen? For example, let me give you a scenario. Let's say right now you have a valid pattern, right? And that pattern, after a few seconds, it shows an impulse movement. That is an indication that after that you will wait for a retracement and an impulse movement again. So it means that as much as you wanna close your profits, you can wait for it to do the retracement. Then you can now wait and understand that okay, we are on a retracement form. It means that we go in opposite direction. Having the mindset of knowing that there are two directions, it's very misled. A lot of people don't really understand why there's a buy and a sell. Two movements out. Make sure that you're in one. Don't be caught in the opposite one. You understand? Know which one is coming. If it's an impulse movement, be in an impulse movement. If it's correction, wait for a correction. So in the next video, I'm going to be actually explaining what an impulse movement is and a correction is. What we actually expect on a correction and what to actually expect afterward, an impulse movement. So without any further ado, keep liking, comment, and subscribing. If you like this kind of video, comment, tell me how you feel about them. I'm sure you guys know some of this stuff, so we're literally going to be continuing till the end.
Yo, Vanessa got the sauce.
Like I said, if you don't know me, you know me, man.